Yeah, I think a lot of South Africans, maybe even rugby lovers around the world, have been tuned in to SFM because it's just been cooking with gas in the green and gold. A pity about the injury, because I agree with you. Had he not been injured, he probably would have won Breakthrough Player of the Year. You want to claim him?
I told the guys it was 3 months, 3 months before he got the opportunity with the Boks. I said the Stormers needs to pick him at 10. They never pick him.
You did say that.
They should give him a chance at 10, and he needs to play because, I mean, at school level, he was outstanding. At under 21 level, he was outstanding. He's a big, strong boy. He can defend. He's got feet. He can kick that goal better than anyone we've seen at schoolboy level. So why are they not picking him? Why are they not giving him opportunities? And then Rossi gave him opportunity, and he showed the world what he can do.
10 out of 10 kind of year, bar the injury. You feel, Jojo?
Yeah, definitely. And I think for him, he probably will learn that when you have a niggle, rather say, listen, coach, I've got an issue or something, because that last kick could have gone different. And then it just looks bad if you then go to the coach and say, listen, I've got a niggle. You know, luckily for him, you know, he's young enough to have learned, hopefully to have learned through his, let's just call it his hitting away from the injury or the niggle. But I think, you know, him being, you know, putting up his hand and taking opportunity is good for him. But at the same time, also good for Springbok rugby, because now we can easily, Andre, Mani, Damien, Sacha, Jordan, you know, Masuka at the Lions, you know, and that's the ideal place any coach wants to be in, you know, other than a guy like, for example, Warren Gatland, who's struggling to find players who can actually perform. So I think, yes, great. I think he must just now learn, you know, rather to be honest with his niggles, or then rather keeping it back and actually maybe even costing the team.
But I'd rather take a player that go out there in the green and gold and plays with a niggle, keeps quiet, and he does his thing on the field.
He's exacerbating the issue, but I get what you're saying.
I'd rather take a player like that.
The mindset.
I've played with players that if they've got a little bit of a niggle, I'm not 100%, I can't play. Those players never made it. The guys that, I mean, I've played with a Dwayne Vermeulen with an off AC, where the doctor said he won't play, and he said, let's just give me till Friday, I'll be ready on Saturday. And then he played his man of the match against New Zealand. So those type of characters I'd rather take. I think for him, the bigger thing is, this is first year. There's always that second year syndrome. Remember, no one expected anything of him. So it was easy to perform. Next year, there's going to be a lot of expectations. Now, to go out there and to perform at that same level, that second year is always so much harder than that first year. So for him, mentally as well, not to overplay it. He doesn't have to do magic every weekend. Sometimes you can just do the basics right. Just go through a game, not making mistakes. They don't have to be magic every game. Yeah. And that's the year. So next year is going to be the big challenge for him, I think.
Coach, who does he remind you of? The BMT, like he looks like he's been playing for years.
Again, you know, I think your environment and your upbringing and your exposure does make a lot of impact in the way you apply yourself. You know, fortunate for him, he comes from a good rugby school. He was exposed to junior box, you know, coming through that RAD system. And again, you know, when you get that opportunity, being exposed to that environment week in and week out, and I see it at junior level. You know, the players that get the opportunity and that don't use that opportunity first time around is the players that come from a smaller school that's not used to the environment, the pressure, the support week in and week out. But fortunately for him, he used the opportunity and he showed, you know, he can play at that level.
The one thing that we need to look at is, I mean, you ask which. I mean, he's very much like a Damian Willemse when he was a youngster. He can play 12. He can play 15. So we don't want to see him. Now he's 10, now he's 12, now he's 15. What position is he playing? And then maybe almost like disappear for a year because he's not a first choice 10, he's not a first choice 12. I would like to see him. If I was a coach, play him 10. Yeah, now and then he can help out at 12 but he's a 10. He needs to play at 10.
So you're going to drop money?
Yes, I will.
So how would you
I was the coach. I will play him at 10. He's our best 10.
Now you're the coach of the Stormers. You understand to Dobbo?
Sacha's your first choice.
What's the rest of the back line?
I don't know. But you pick him at 10. I'll pick him at 10 if I was the coach.
On basis of just kicking?
No, player. He's my best. He can defend, best defender at 10. Is he best defender?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, attack he can do.
The rest of the back line, sir. The balance must be perfect.
I don't know, but I'll pick him. I don't know, 12, maybe Damien. 15.
Is it 15?
You've got.
Stop being a coach.
Yeah.
Stop being a coach.
Stop
No, you
being
have
a
to play it around, but I mean, he
Let him
needs
play
to
at
play
10.
50% at 10. He can't play.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't want him to get stuck in the utility phase. Well, here's a player that has...
Or send him to the Bulls. We'll take him.
No. No.
I'm just saying.
Not everyone can go to the Bulls.
But Sacha can.
No, wait. This is why you stop coaching.
Okay,
It's
I'm
the
just
grey
saying.
hair and this.